Hi friends, welcome back. In my last video, I shared all about day 1 of the New York State Sheep and Wool Festival, known in the fiber world, of course, as Rhinebeck. Fiber friends, you already know, but for anyone new here, I'm talking about the festival, the animals, the people, the magic, not the town of Rhinebeck itself. Now, you may have heard from others that the day 2 vibe, or the Sunday vibe, is noticeably different from day 1, and it's undeniable. You'll notice right away that it's less crowded, but it's still jam-packed with vendors, animals, and plenty of great people to meet. Sunday is the day to circle back for everything you missed while you were buried in skeins and good intentions on Saturday. If you're going to the fest to get something specific, then it's best to play it safe and get first dibs on Saturday. But if you're willing to go with the flow and see where the yarn gods lead you, then you might prefer Sunday. Now, some events happen both days. Animal parades, canine frisbee shows, sheep herding demos, and those meet your favorite breed talks, the ones that make you want to quit your job, sell everything you own, and start an alpaca farm. But here's the thing, not everything repeats. Saturday is when the festival hits its peak. The sweater parades, designer meetups at the hill, sheep shearing contests, the infamous chopstick knitting challenge, not to mention the used equipment auction. Saturday is the day for the bold and the caffeinated. Sunday, on the other hand, is more like the chill sibling who still has a lot of energy, but also brought snacks. Now, I knew going in that it's impossible to do everything, but this year I finally checked something off of my Rhinebeck bucket list: a workshop. This past summer, I fell into a vat of chlorophyll and good intentions, otherwise known as plant-based dyeing. So when I saw there was a 5-hour indigo dyeing intensive, I said, wow, 5 hours sounds like a long time, but I did it anyway. So I bid my friends and family farewell and trekked over to the workshop tents. And I have to say, the festival does a surprisingly nice job of making workshop attendees feel fancy. There's a private snack area, beverages, and they give you this adorable little sheep pin at checkout. My particular workshop was all the way in the back, and it was easy to spot my fellow classmates because we were the ones walking in circles, pretending to know where we were going. At one point, I accidentally crashed a brioche knitting class, and based on the instructor's face, I wasn't the first person to do that. So although my wayfinding skills were seriously off this day, I have no complaints. When I finally got to my tent, I was relieved, not because I finally found it, but because it was heated. Once inside, we donned our aprons, our rubber gloves, and we got to work. Now, yarn dyeing classes are not for the faint of heart. You need access to running water, ventilation, and a whole lot of patience, because every material you work with reacts differently. Setting up a portable dye studio at a festival is no small feat, but our instructor, Jane Woodhouse from Brigid's farm, handled it like an absolute boss. This was not her first rodeo. By the end, her hands were stained completely blue, and honestly, that might be the most hardcore aesthetic I've ever seen. I ended up leaving the workshop with 48 little sample strands. Some dyed, some over-dyed, each holding those rich, ever-changing blues that indigo is famous for. It's often called the most mysterious of the plant-based dyes, and I get it now. Watching the color bloom into blue feels like witnessing magic you were never meant to explain. Out of all the fun events that take place during Rhinebeck weekend, there's one truly unique event that you'll only get a chance to see on Sunday: the Leaping Llamas Contest. They call it Leaping Llamas, but they let some goats and alpacas play along too. I honestly had no idea that llamas could jump this high. I'd really like to know the history behind this event and how they came up with this idea in the first place. Sister Mary Elizabeth was there with Iwin, one of the most beautiful cashmere goats I have ever seen. The crowd was wild, especially when a tiny 5-month-old goat named Ebenezer came out. I think what I love most about this event is that no matter what happens, the animals are only going to do what they want to do, making way for pure comedic gold. I promise no creatures were harmed in the making of this video. In fact, it was here that I saw some of the most tender moments between the animals and their handlers. Lots of gentle nudges from the animals and plenty of good pets and encouragement from their owners. Now, unfortunately, I still had some workshopping to do, so I couldn't see the whole show, but luckily my husband was willing to take some footage.
All right, look at the last one standing here. What do we have?
I'm still reeling from all the excitement, all the cool people, and how many times I got to say the word camelid. Camelids are pseudo-ruminants, which is basically biology's way of saying less is more. They chew cud like cows, but instead of having 4 stomach compartments, camelids have 3. The camelid digestive system evolved to pull every possible nutrient from dry, scraggly plants. Fun fact, camelids don't have hooves. They have 2 soft toes with toenails and padded feet that make them surprisingly quiet when they walk, which, if you've ever been snuck up on by a llama, you know it's pretty unsettling. Also, unlike sheep or goats, camelids don't have upper front teeth, just a hard dental pad. So when they grab hay or grass, it looks like they're smiling politely through it. This year's festival did not disappoint, and I was so glad I went for 2 days instead of just 1. If you're interested in taking a workshop next year, keep an eye on the festival's website and FAQ in early July for the earliest heads up. And that's a wrap on New York Sheep and Wool Festival 2025. In my next video, I will be sharing everything I picked up at the festival and what I plan to make with it. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.